Welcome to Angel Impact, the official podcast of the Wisconsin River Business Angels. Episode 17, Meet One of Our Member Investors, Part 1. Hi, my name is Aaron Marks, and it's my pleasure to bring you this next episode of Angel Impact, and that's the official podcast of the Wisconsin River Business Angels. And the Wisconsin River Business Angels is Central Wisconsin's only angel investing group. And as always, I'm here with the leadership team of the WRBA. I'm here with Jeff Ebel, who's the president. Hi, how are you, Jeff?
I'm great, thanks.
Good. And I'm also here with Leon Ostrowski, and he's the chair. How are you, Leon?
Just fine, Aaron. Good morning.
Morning. And they were giving me some guff earlier because if you watch a lot of Angel Impact, and if you watch them in order, then you may have noticed I had a personal transformation of sorts recently. I get my haircut a few times every year, and we just had a heat wave. So you guys can make any comments you want at this point.
Looks great.
Well, thanks.
Looking good.
That's very kind of you. Okay, and so you just heard from our special guest today. This is an exciting episode of Angel Impact because this is the first guest that we've had who's not Jeff, Leon, or myself. And today we have Jay Whitman with us. How are you, Jay?
Doing wonderful. Just enjoying this great weather and looking forward to summer.
Yeah, likewise. Central Wisconsin's a great place to be in the summer, and it's it's the middle of June of 2021 as we record this. But we're really pleased to have Jay join us because Jay is a member of the Wisconsin River Business Angels. He's an angel investor. And how long have you been with the group, Jay?
Well, it's in an active fashion. I would say been about 3 years now. I had conversations prior to that with Leon and Jeff as they kicked off this new phase, and it was something that intrigued me, and so been an active investor for about 3 years now.
Yeah, and I know they're very pleased to have you in the Wisconsin River Business Angels for so much of what you bring, and we're going to get into a lot of that. We're going to get into to your experiences with the WRBA and what you see as the benefits of being a member. So, Jay, can you introduce yourself a little bit? What would you want people to know about you?
Sure. Well, I'm a native of Central Wisconsin and grew up in Stevens Point, and literally have worked in the financial services industry my entire career for several financial institutions, some publicly traded, some large corporations, and some family-owned businesses. And I think it's been that exposure that gives me maybe some unique insights into the good and bad and the different types of business structures and where I can hopefully have an impact on some small businesses within the marketplace and utilize my banking career of 35 plus years to help out some startup businesses. So.
Yeah, very good. And what how would you say you spend your time right now at this point in your life?
I still do some consulting work with a consulting firm out of Chicago that I have the luxury in a semi-retired capacity to pick and choose some projects that I want to work on and help with, and also have some local clients that I work closely with on a weekly basis to keep myself busy and also share a little bit about my knowledge with those financial institutions to help them grow and be as successful as they can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you stay involved.
I have sometimes get a little more involved when you throw in that, and I'm on some other civic organizations as well. You have to balance the day and make sure you've got some time to play golf. So, or wet a line and enjoy all the aesthetic values of that certainly the state of Wisconsin has to offer us.
Yeah, for sure. We're in total agreement on that. So you like you have some experience with investing, over the course of your life and career. Can you tell our audience a little bit about some of that?
Sure. Well, I think investing, it's a question of, first of all, how you define it. And I think there's a lot of different types of investing. I've worked in my career with several organizations that have been active in terms of both business acquisition, M&A transactions, and divestiture transactions. That certainly is a facet of investing. Done a lot of personal investing, both in individual equities and also in some real estate transactions, where I've bought and sold. And um, you know, as in my career, obviously, you've seen a lot of opportunities to have community-based banks or even larger banks invest in whether it's startup businesses or growing businesses, and so you see some good things in terms of what works well and some things that haven't worked well, and hopefully I can take those experiences and with the angel group that I'm involved in, try to share that and help evaluate some prospective um, investment opportunities that you know may want to get into personally, and collaborate with others to see those businesses succeed.
Yeah, and yeah, and I know that is something that you're very helpful with for the WRBA, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. So investing with the Wisconsin River Business Angels, it's like it's a different experience than other kinds of investing you've done. I know. Can you talk a little bit to the differences that you see being part of an angel investing group like the WRBA versus other investments you've done in the past?
Sure. Well, it's definitely a different risk profile. First of all, in the banking career, um, most of the businesses that banks are investing in are more mature businesses that have developed a leadership team, have developed a product, have sustained financial growth, and just need a banking partner to help facilitate future growth. Where in the angel investing group, it's a totally different dynamic. You've got a entrepreneur with a dream, and um, maybe a management team that's has bits and pieces, and they can't afford the entire complement of management team, so they're wearing a lot of different hats, and it's a much more challenging um, type of business in the life cycle, where they're wearing a lot of hats and they have to figure out, when can I invest in some human capital to get rid of this particular hat? When can I afford to do it? When can I not afford to do it? So the dynamics are totally different. It's not an individual transaction. It's really a marathon where you have to often curb and help direct the entrepreneurs down a path where their exuberance to just grow revenue isn't necessarily the sole metric of success. But there's a lot of other integration with other aspects of financial statements, and certainly cash flow and is really critical. So
Hmm.
I think that often is a challenge that's a little bit different, and hopefully you find investors that are willing to be open-minded to advice, and listening to others that can give them some guidance, or give them some ideas to focus on a little holistically, instead of just going out and chasing the revenue train. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And listening to you say a bunch of that, I hear Jeff and Leon say very, very similar things very often. So, I can tell you guys are just a very congruent fit, with your approach to investing. Something else that I've heard you say in some of our conversations is that you value the diverse backgrounds of of the other angels in the group, right? Can you talk a little bit to that?
Sure. No, I think I'm a creature that likes people and try to share what you've learned. And I think the dynamics of the various investors in our group have those same characteristics. They come from certainly very different backgrounds, economic, business types, et cetera, have all had very diverse experiences. And when you take that pool of talent and that those diverse experiences and you put it together, they all have different perspectives. There are very few of us that are too shy about sharing our experiences because we understand that the collaborative thinking really helps with the ultimate success of the of the angel entity that we're trying to work with. So uh, that's a fun process. Is kind of the social dynamic and the and quite honestly, we learn from each other. So
Right.
that's a positive.
Right. Yeah. One more thing I want to add to that, that I heard you say once is, before I get Jeff and Leon in a little bit, is you, like, I'm pretty sure I remember you saying you value the opportunity to get or to invest in companies that you might not have otherwise, in different industries, because you have trusted people in that group who can help you evaluate them and see how that industry works.
Oh, definitely. And I think it's every individual that's in that group, I think is not only in it just for, I'm going to say, a financial return per se. Certainly that's a driver as to why we screen and evaluate and do our due diligence as it relates to various business opportunities. But we also, I think, feel like we have, I'm going to say, a social responsibility, and where we utilize the collective skills of that group to help generate small business, which is a main driver of employment opportunities and growth in our communities. We're all interested in our communities at the end of the day, and by trying to, either through our financial contributions and or experiential things that we can share, we can help the communities that we live in to grow and prosper. So I
Hmm.
think that's a real positive, and I think everybody in the group would share that similar perspective on the angel investing opportunities they have.
Yeah, no, that's really great, because like that's what I've come to see about angel investing, and the Wisconsin River Business Angels in particular is, these aren't just transactions for them. They really, they do have, the overall aim of developing entrepreneurs, as well as, or to be the best people they can possibly be, and to grow communities and economies, to be the strongest and the most vibrant places that they can possibly be. So I'm not surprised to hear you echo that sensibility. I want to get Jeff and Leon in here. Thanks for listening to Angel Impact, the official podcast of the Wisconsin River Business Angels. To learn more about the Wisconsin River Business Angels, visit the website at www.midwestwealthventures.com or find us on Facebook.